it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Do what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I take a low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach no dog a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can't find. A drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days. It's alright, take your time. Everybody thinks that you passed your prime. It's alright, it's okay. You still got plenty to say. All right, Rob Smith here at 6:02 p.m., July 18, 2026. It's alright, it's okay. Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. I am, I've done, since I only got here to Pensacola about, it was a week and a day ago. And here I am, I'm still here. In that time, I really worked hard to get going in the art, doing artwork stuff. And so here, just in the past week, I've done this. 6-gun territory that used to be in Florida over near Ocala. I see I'm going to have a little problem. I got to move something real quick. It's storming rain here, so noise is just kind of part of whatever. This, and I walk, I haven't posted this yet. This, and all these were done live here, all here, because I haven't used Facebook since I was in Ocala. This is the Cabaret Capri, not quite finished, got some things to do with it. I'll get to that, not today, or not tonight, not here live at least. This, which I'm going to color, and that, which I'm going to color that, and the worm, the wiggly worm. Okay, so that's a lot of artwork in a week. By the way, it's not art, it's artwork. We work hard. I've already pulled 3 words here. There's Shay White, hello there. Yeah, got a lot done. I pulled 3 words: kids, wand, birdbath. Kids, wand, and birdbath. I've got paper. I had paper here. Hold on, give me just a moment. I flip from one thing to the other. I already had a chance to think about this, which I don't want to do. I want to react to it and move. About using your mind, using your brain. It's about working. What a concept. So something involving kids, wand, and birdbath. I don't know. Let's see what happens. You got me. I need to find a way to anchor this because this is not anchoring well. And I still don't have my new arm. I was so hoping I'd have it by now, and I don't. All right. As is typical for Florida, it's raining. Sadly, it's not really raining much on the peninsula. I do think that has a lot to do with how much concrete and asphalt we put there. We've kind of put a situation where it's hard to gain the moisture needed to be able to get these storms going. Hopefully I stay in here. I have to get something to anchor me here. Thank you all for joining. If you get a chance, do a thumbs up. I appreciate it.
And Shay White doesn't have a site to see the work. So if you participate in the chat, they're free to put the link to whatever it is you're working on, or wherever it is you have a site or whatever. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy duty storm. These are the storms we used to get that over in Orlando all the time growing up. People say, "What did you do when you grew up?" We try not to get too wet. It rained all the time, like this. I think you can hear it. Anyone who's watching, thank you for doing that. And no pencils. I'm just making this up. Well, I hope it works. We'll find out. Somehow this was staying better before. It's not staying good. Can you hear the rain? Yes, vidum. What does that mean? Avidum. And that's unusual. UK's known for its constant rains. Of course, that usually happens more winter. This is our time for rain. Summer. But it rains all year long. It's just we're not seeing as much on the peninsula where I've been all my life up till right this moment. Yeah, this could be something where you're just waiting to see if I get struck by lightning and vanish forever. Yeah, Shay White will think I was just drawing, tell you, Paddington Bear, but it's just a bear, regular bear you might find around the house. A long time since I've done one of these lives with a storm like this. I look back 4 years ago. Or quite this involved. Now I got quiet again. What are y'all up to? What is it doing where you are, Shay White? Because it is 11 o'clock p.m. there in the UK. I already tuned into Mark Stein's program earlier today on Serenade Radio. But I'll tune in again. I like hearing it twice. We used to have bird baths all over the place because the rain would just fill them up and the birds would love it, go around, splash around, cool off. Now they're hard. Good luck finding a bird bath anywhere in our state. They're mostly all concrete. close too. Wow. Well, if I blink off, it's only because storm. So I'm actually all Wi-Fi here, so nothing's cable. I have done these lives. It's been a few years where the lightning will come in and knock the whole kit caboodle out. It's been a few years since that's happened. "12 a.m. You're 5 hours ahead." Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so you're 5 hours ahead. No, that's right. I'm an hour different. Ah, that's why I have to listen to Mark Stein an hour early. Right, so you're now 6 hours ahead where I am, not 5. We'll have to see if we lose that daylight savings time thing here. Yeah, that's why I won't be doing a noon on Saturdays. Also, I should not do it one day a week. But I've got a lot of artwork done. Holy cats. So I got this little girl looks like she's looking up. I meant for her to look down. But I gotta tell the story. I don't even know what the story is. I'm still making this stuff up. We'll find out. Just gotta watch my proportion. No, not quite. Oh, here comes more. About to get much stronger. I'm a Florida cracker, born and raised here, so I know this. I know rain when I hear it from the distance of what's coming, what's going. About to get stronger here. Man, I thought I heard tornado. We're second in the nation for tornadoes in Florida. First for lightning and hurricanes. We're so proud of that. No, I ain't. All right, I'm a little off there. I still don't know what I'm going to do though. Rainy in Pennsylvania also. Get out the umbrellas. Yeah, I'm so used to it being rained on. I don't need an umbrella. It makes things cooler, and I love it when it rains. Hope this is looking okay. Well, I'm really at a tilt here. I'm really hoping to get the arm I need here soon. There we go, that's better. Because the arm I had broke when I traveled over here. Is that weird? Hold on, let me move this over a little bit. I'll probably have issues with the arm too, but wow, this one's... Also hope I'm getting something else to help with the voice things. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want her hand to be there. No, that's right. I don't necessarily have to do that. I'll just change it. Never draw the body, then draw the head. That's bad, bad, bad idea. We may find out why right here. Throw all your proportion off. I just might get away with it. I want to make sure there's understood there's some water here. Well, maybe I'll do what something I'm going to be doing beyond what I just showed you, historic locations in Florida. I'm going to do a series, which I started doing earlier this year. I'm going to do it in the next couple days, in fact, which are going to involve fairies and things like that. People love those fantasy things I was doing. And I'm doing a couple children's books where I need to get my head back in that mode. And where are you in Pennsylvania? Well, moreover, what does avidium mean? I'm just curious. Avidum. If you're still here, hope y'all. Thank you for being here. And I'm able to do this because of 47 years drawing caricatures and asking people things like, what does avidium mean, or vidum, and learning about them and then doing a drawing. Whatever it is they talk about. And usually I actually go beyond that. Beyond what they talk about and show them where they're going, what they could be doing. What's on this wand? All right, that head's a little small. Quite get away with it. She's just got a lot of hair. Don't know where the avidium came from. Oh, Bill Dussinger. Hello, Bill Dussinger. Wow, you haven't been here in a while. How are you doing? He's in Pennsylvania. Bill Dussinger's in... Oh, crud. I should be posted enough about it. Livitz? No, I'm not going to get it. I'm such a Florida boy. I have trouble remembering other places. Crivets? No. That's Cheryl Otero. I'm going to go ahead and color all that in. There we go, because we've established that. I'm going to pull this back a bit. Suddenly he has more back than he had before. And the storming is calming down. I'm glad you're doing fine. Liliths. That's Ludus. And as I said, Bill, feel free to post your website. He has a graphics company where he'll graphically do things and call you graphic words, and then you want to slap them. I'm kidding. Still don't know quite what the wand's about. So something about this whole fairy thing. And thank you for joining, Bill. If you get a chance, do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you have trouble posting your site, let me know. Yeah, Bill on his site's always posting all the dead people. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I just messed up there. Oh, I like to share things. Let me share you something. Hold on, I should have brought this over. I could do it tomorrow, but it crosses my mind. Speaking about nearly dead people, I picked this up at Ollie's. Dolly Parton's original syrup. And it's in the shape of a guitar. And it's all pink. But the graphic reminds me of something Bill would do. It's a photograph we've gone over. But here's dollyparton.com. It's got all the PR stuff, all pink. I have a friend who's running for office in Marion County, Wanda Lasher. I should send her a picture of this because I don't know if it's at the Ollie's in Ocala or not, but she should add this to her. She loves pink. Which reminds me, I want to show this to somebody else too. But anyway, there you go. Interesting, huh? Yeah, it's so it's also easy to handle. And since they did a ribbed thing, as you might find a guitar, it's easy to grip up here too. So they're actually rather brilliant. I've never seen them before. Now, the lady at Ollie's tells me these things sell like hotcakes. Get it? They sell like hotcakes because it's hot syrup. You see, it's never mind. Anyway, very interesting. I don't know. I'll have to look for it in the local Publix. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to explain what's going on here. You all, there's the imagination stuff. Here's a fairy. The kid's got a wand, and there's a little fairy dancing. Why? I don't know. Let me come in here. Ooh, this has a stain on it. I just noticed. Well, Bill, since you're who's going to be dying the next couple days? I mean, you do all these in advance, right? You get noticed ahead of time. I tell you, did you do one for Pat Oliphant? Major influence to me involving political cartoons. Even though we are very opposite views, and I'm so proud to have a autograph of his, meeting him at the Festival of Cartoon Art in whatchamacallit, Ohio, Columbus. But yeah, Oliphant was a big deal. Lost quite a number of people here. Mark Stein brought up. So, but I don't. It's more of a kind of a Bill Haley type music, which I don't know. Died from. He was Italian singer, but I don't know that stuff. You kids and your rock music. So anyway, how's that? So we had the words kids. Notice I have more than one here. Wand, we got that, and a bird bath. I guess it's hard to tell this is a bird bath. I hope that's able to be. Someone expressed some interest in me putting color on it. I just might. Yes. Never in advance. Oh, did you? 1, 2, 6. Yeah, my political cartoon career, part of my career. I've had so many here in cartooning and then in government. But involving cartooning, my political cartoon career, all spun out of seeing Pat Oliphant's political cartoons out of the Orlando Sentinel Star back in the 70s. Huge influence. Loved his work. Loved his play of things. And the line work. I just love good line work, which he was able to. See, I wasn't a McNally fan. You know, Jeff McNally would come to a lot of cartoonist things, and I wasn't want to hang out with him. And I did hang out with Bill Malden, but it was more that he needed help, and no one was helping him. It was weird. He needed help. His ex-wife was there. We were in San Antonio, Texas. And I ended up helping him out because he was having trouble getting around. Stroke had really done him in. And I missed. I could have gone and met Herbert Block, and I didn't. I don't remember what happened there. When you get to some of these cartoonist things, there's so much going on. You have so many friends around. You kind of forget about some stuff happens. You forget about it. Can't get to it all. And Block was somebody I just couldn't quite get to. Not a great face, but again, no pencils. Made it up as I go. I'll make sure I show there's hair brimming everywhere here. Well, could have put a bird. I know I was good when I messed up the hand because I was going to have her hold the wand, not him. As I was drawing this, I thought I'll have her hold the wand, and then I accidentally put her hand on the. Could turn that into a bird, and I still could turn that into a bird, but I'm not going to. We'll say, yeah, that would help to sell the Birdbath thing. But I realized I had a distance problem here. This works like this, or it even works like this. But if I put a bird in here, I've thrown everything off. Everything's off of it. I want to keep that story. I don't know how. I just do that now. I don't even think about it. Well, I did think about that involving but it was just natural to me. You don't do that. God tell your story. God tell your story. And Oliphant was outstanding telling stories. He was also very good at illustrating, but he was good at illustrating because he could tell a story. And he really knew how to tell a story. I think that's something where McNally was not as good. Now, I have a friend, Dana Summers. He's a political cartoonist. Dana's like a giant mallet to a story. And so is Wayne Stacycle, another one. A mallet. And you got to back off that stuff, I think, a little bit. There could get more drawing in there. But Dana says, he's not the best artist out there. He just has very strong opinions, and he has very good gags. And Wayne Stacycle definitely wasn't a very good artist, but he knew how to get stories. He knew how to get his opinion out there with the line work that he did. There was another one, too. There's not a lot of good political cartoonists who are also really good illustrators or artists. Usually they're heavier on the politics and less on the other. My problem is that I am an objectivist involving just about everything. So when it comes to an issue, I'm seeing all sides. I do have my side of it, which I think Bill knows, but I also see the other side and other sides, and this irritates friends of mine who are on one side, irritates friends of mine who are on the other side, and there's more than two sides. There's a million sides. So I have trouble drawing that because that's unfortunately what education brought me. When I was younger, I had very as I got older, it became, well, there's this two and that, because you can't do political cartoons if you're seeing all sides. You gotta be narrow-minded, quite frankly, to a great extent. And Pat Oliphant, definitely, he was definitely a liberal, very strong on that, and that's what he mostly drew. But not all the time. He did some great cartoons of in fact, I usually, when I was doing a class of cartooning, I'd mention how Oliphant would draw Jimmy Carter. This is Jimmy Carter, circa 1977 or 8 or something. But he drew him in overalls. Oh, another way he drew Jimmy Carter. Here, I'm going to change this right here. He also drew him because Oliphant, I think correctly, actually saw that his efforts in the Mideast was. I mean, Carter was no Kissinger, to put it mildly. So he would draw Carter in this checkered board suit, looking like and his suit was too big, so his fingers kind of only poked out. Because it's true, Carter was not up for this stuff. He certainly botched a lot of our foreign policy stuff. And the suit with the jacket would be too long, and the pants would be dragging on the ground. But then there was a great thing where, and the other thing was, Oliphant loved to relive the story involving Jimmy Carter and the rabbit that he claimed attacked him in a lake. There was always, if he drew Jimmy Carter, all throughout the rest of his life, he'd draw Jimmy Carter with a rabbit. He always had an interesting way of drawing a rabbit. Always a giant rabbit eating about. But then I remember they did George Bush. He is outstanding cartoon of George W. Bush in a tiger outfit. Actually, it was a leopard. No, was it? I can't remember now. I don't think there were stripes. I think there were spots on it. But he's trying to make this Bush look big. Again, this was about Mideast stuff. Don't get in the Mideast. Don't get in the Mideast. You will fail. You don't have a choice. Trump is learning that right now. He has nowhere to go. He has to give up. There's no other way out. You have to give up. Can't win it. I don't care. Ain't gonna happen. And that's why he was given the suit, large suit, because he was trying to do the with Anwar Sadat and Yasser Arafat, and that was preposterous. I even as a teen, I knew he was being stupid doing that. You just can't. Politics and faith. There's only one way to go there. Unfortunately, in the last hour or so, we're launching more things in the Mideast. That doesn't change a thing. There's nowhere to go. He drew George W. Bush with his tiger costume. It was just so well done. Had him leaping, had him different things. And Bush had the experience. He had a massive experience being in the CIA and all. But this was not his. He was a desk jockey, much like, we have a governor, DeSantis, who was a desk jockey in the military. Desk jockeys, not the same. They take themselves too seriously. When they finally get a chance to show their power, they look themselves ridiculous. Anyway, I'm off track. Is anyone still here? Andrew Kaczynski is. Oh, Andrew Kaczynski. He didn't really draw his eyebrows. We were just talking about the death of political cartoonist Pat Oliphant. Major influence to me, even though we didn't agree politically. Maybe that's what really helped me lean more toward being objective, was that I did not agree with Oliphant or McNally, but I love their cartoons and seeing beyond those. Yeah, Oliphant and McNally's political cartoons were in papers all over the country. I think even in England. I don't know if Shay's still with us. Shay White. But they were printed everywhere. I was talking about how he drew Jimmy Carter in a checkered suit, like a cheap salesman. He gave him a briefcase, which today doesn't make much sense to younger people. Papers all over the place. Carter was way out of his depth trying to deal with Mideast stuff. Well, here's Bush. Carter had no experience. Bush had tons of experience, and neither one should have been involved in the Mideast any more than Trump should be. There's nowhere to go there. Nowhere to go. And both learned that lesson. I think Trump's going to learn it the real hard way. And that's going to be in November. Because inflation is up because of it. How are you doing, Andrea? Are you still here? How's Caleb doing? He's what? Caleb's what? Did he retire from his executive position there with the giant corporation? He put in about 35 years, didn't he? getting retirement. I wonder if Bill Dussinger is gonna. Just found out a friend of mine apparently didn't has worked for a very large housing company of which Andrea I know knows of, and never got any kind of retirement or pension even. I was floored, shocked. They got 401k, but another and more. Dude. And is that you and Caleb, or you're doing fine and you don't know how Caleb is because he's in his executive suite somewhere in New York City at the top of some building, the Empire State Building. That's amazing how those storms made so much noise here. Why am I still drawing this? Okay, so there we go. Hobbit to be. Got kids, Birdbath, wand. And I have the stories for you to put together. The elements are all there. Something has occurred. You take it from there. That's where I am about that kind of thing. All right. I was going to put out some more board, but all my boards are 11 by 14. And it won't fit on here. So I got a problem. And that problem is I can't draw them here. You guys won't be able to see a thing. And I have to wait till that arm gets here so I can do that. I am just flabbergasted how much artwork I've done in the past year. Oh, here, I should show this to Andrea. Here, Dolly. Have you seen the Dolly syrup? Pancake syrup? Dolly pancake syrup. All pink. Who made this? Made in Ethiopia. No, it doesn't say that. Smart label. Well, that doesn't mean anything to me. Who actually made this? Oh, it's a Conagra. So it's all this, but it's interesting. We were talking about how this is easy to grip because it's a guitar. It's ribbed up here where you would, so for you playing a guitar, I guess. And it's easy to handle too. It's really neat. Yeah, but what about his executive? He's working for what? I think he's currently trying to merge Chase Bank and Bank of America and every other bank. I think he's doing that. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Or did he make Dolly Parton syrup? I don't know if anyone else has this. I don't know. I saw it at Ollie's, and that sometimes means it's nowhere else. But she's coming from your neck of the woods. I don't know if this is at Publix or Winn-Dixie or those about our options right there, huh? Well, wouldn't find it at Aldi. No, what's interesting was it didn't have a price on it. Except the lady at Ollie's told me this is very popular and it sells a lot of it. Now, the question is it selling it because of the syrup or is it selling it because of Dolly Parton? Oh, there's the Conagra right there. The ingredients are typical bad syrup ingredients. You think she'd say, I want maple syrup. That's how Dolly Parton talks, right? I want maple syrup. I'm Dolly Parton and I want the syrup there to be, like syrup. That's how Dolly Parton really talks. It's voiceover, he does the rest of it. Oh, does she really? So there's something wrong with me. I didn't know that. Maybe there's not. Well, Dussinger didn't seem to know it. Oh, really? Really? Publix carries her cake mix. So they may have the syrup because the syrup wouldn't be in the same aisle. But Conagra, which is a combo name, by the way. Conagra makes a whole bunch of syrups. They're Mrs. Butterworth now, I think. They're the ones who dumped Mrs. Butterworth. Except I think they're still kind of a shape of her. What am I doing here? I need the... appropriately, Andrew Kaczynski's here. Oh, I've already got it there. Here we go. I want this one right here so I can zoom in. Now, again, in this next week, I'm going to get into the fairy stuff again because I got to get into that mindset so I can illustrate these two books, which is what I was doing earlier this year until my life went topsy turvy twice. Sure, like that stop happening. This is at Cypress Gardens, which was an incredible place at one time. You think Caleb carries what? 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 Dolly Parton syrup? Everywhere he goes? He's holding, everywhere he goes, he's holding this up at people and saying, here, let me put some syrup on whatever it is you're holding. Now I'm going to make these a little larger now. And yes, this is going to be one of my Florida history. I'm calling them the viewing, Florida history viewing, in this case, viewing Cypress Gardens, the Southern Bells. But here I have to do this. I have to pencil it. Now I could do something without the pencils, but now I gotta. This is trickier stuff here, kids. Oh, Publix carries it. That's interesting that you mix Caleb up with an entire Publix grocery store. Has he gained some weight? All right, so I'm going to make this. But I'm going to make these critters, much as I've done the other two pictures, as I continue this. And I forget the names of the red flowers I'm looking at here. They're very common at one time all over our state, but not anymore. Rarely find any flowers. I don't know if I mentioned a friend of mine, Christina Stone, and her family were in North Carolina at a botanical place full of flowers. She used to work at the city of Orlando, where I did. And she's too young, though, really, to remember when Lake Eola had all kinds of flowers. But golly, harken back to those days. It's sad that the land of flowers, which is what Florida means, has almost no flowers. It's true. Now, so far, I've done all of these. I've done all of this artwork live. I did a little bit of the, if I can find it. Well, I tell you, start using these boards, and I've done a little bit of this not so live. I started. So like even right now, I see things I didn't see before, and I'm missing them. But I did a little bit of this off camera. But I hope to get that done here soon. Now, I don't know what critters I'm going to do. That's something I don't know. Oh, so they've been, they got a cookbook out. A friend of mine, there's giant, actually is that native? I don't think that palm tree's native. I may be wrong. Can't see it. So I'm not sure when I'm going to finish this. I'm just getting it started to go up to the 7 o'clock. I don't know what critters I'm going to use here. And the picture I'm looking at is a later photo. They used to wear gloves at one time. I'm putting gloves on these. So they used to have folding tissues. I'm gonna do that too. Now I don't know if Gar the Ghoul is going live tonight or not. It's a good question. He's been doing a lot. He was all out a lot until this past year, since January, really. He's been in a lot. Let's see what Gar the Ghoul's up to. A convent? Or you mean convenience store or convents? She opened a convent? I can see her doing that, I guess. Yes, she is. Gargo will be live tonight on Twitch TV. You want to see horrible horror with Gar the Ghoul? There you go. Now where am I? Where's my picture? There it is. All right. Talking to my friend Tom Hockman called earlier. He doesn't remember Ronnie's restaurant, which is extraordinary to me. But I definitely want to do a Ronnie's picture with critters. I'm just slowly getting the hang of doing this. I don't think I've been doing it quite right. I hope to be doing better with this. Oh, gosh. Holly should see in traffic stop, I think it's called. Is that the convent or is that a convenience store? What is she trying to do? A Buc-ee's? What was it? Wall Street Journal had a whole story about how Buc-ee's is going around suing anyone who's trying to do what they do, which means that they've got a lot of backtracking. Again, I don't have the critter yet. What is this critter? Oh, I was thinking I did this doing bunnies. This is funny. We're talking about the bunny that Wolfont did. Convenience store. Okay. Now I can see her opening up a cathedral, the Dolly Cathedral. The lady who checked me out at Ollie's, I was surprised that she knew the song Jolene. She made some comment about Jolene. I thought that was fun because she's not that old to remember that song. You know, I'm gonna put her hands in her lap. And with a glove, and going here, and going there, boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right, I'll figure out how I've always done my paintings. Is I prep them with ballpoint pen, and then I go back and I start to add color. I've been backing off that a little bit here, and I definitely need to do that with the fairy drawings leading up to the children's book stuff I got to do. I don't have to do, but I'm doing it. And I'm going to do them here. I debated about that, but no, I want to do them here because I'm going to help promote the book. If folks want to see what they finished look like, they need to go buy the book. You know. Let me always add flowers all here. Now these two are probably, if they're 5'6", 5'7", the bush there that's behind them is twice plus that. So there it's almost 12 feet tall. Huge, huge, huge. Yeah, well, apparently Buc-ee's is going after these folks. I think that's very, very foolish. They're not the first to come up with having cartoon characters. In fact, they're late doing that. And they will not win in court. They can't. Can they go after the Exxon Tiger? You gotta go after the Sinclair dinosaur. A lot of characters that you gotta say you're more important than those. That ain't gonna fly. In fact, you could make the argument that they stole the idea from others. I think it's unfortunate that Exxon doesn't use the tiger anymore. And there were others that had characters. And yes, there's a place called the Busy Bee. Drove by it a week ago, north of Live Oak, and it's got bees, but it's really more of a graphic bee, like a Bill Dussinger bee, than it is a cartoon bee. Yeah, Buc-ee's is going to lose that, and it's just going to make them look bad too. Bad PR move. All right, so that is where I am with that, and I may just go ahead and pull the plug on it from there. Go ahead and come out here just a little bit. Still raining. Thank you very much. Well, there's this, and then whatever I did with well, this is me drawing for a week now. That's what I said earlier. For a whole week, I've been nonstop doing stuff. There's this. That and that was last Friday, and that was Tuesday or so, and this was yesterday. I added color to this, and I did that was Tuesday, I think, Monday, and I did that it was Sunday or Monday, and I added color to it. I haven't posted that yet. I added 6 Gun Territory. So in my floor, and I've just today added a whole bunch to my Fine Art America collection. 7 or so that I didn't have there. And I'm probably going to add a whole bunch more. There's a whole bunch of the fairy drawings I've never added to Fine Art America. So that's where I'm going to have a lot of stuff. I just hope I've lost so much with hacking, and it's still dwindling. Right now I can't get to any of my emails. So it's a big problem. All right, so there you go. I've been doing a lot of artwork in the past week, and more to come. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dash out of here. Thank you all. I should be back tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. To do another Hobbit and Me, making something up. I have no idea. I'll pull something from the Word box. Maybe I'll pull a variation. Maybe I'll pull one of those words again. Who knows? There are a lot of cards here. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see y'all next time. If you got a chance, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And anyone who comments, and to you too, Andrew, anytime you do that, come on here. Feel free to post your page. Say what I said, save the Dussinger. Any of you all, Shay White. Thank you for being here. I'll see y'all later. Rob Smith here. Have a good night. Good night. Good night.